Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping around you and the world sprawled out beneath your feet. You're not just seeing the horizon, you're seeing beyond it. You're the chosen one, the visionary who sees what others can't. But with great sight comes great responsibility, and sometimes great loneliness. Today we're diving deep into the journey of the chosen one, the one who sees the truth, carries the burden, and stands tall against the storm. If you're ready to embrace your power and rise above the noise, stay tuned. This is your story. The Call. Truth doesn't just set you free, it chains your enemies to their own lies. You, the chosen one, were never blind, never naive. From the beginning you saw through their games, their masks, and their cowardice. While they laughed at you, mocked you, and called you delusional, you stood firm, quietly watching as their world built on lies began to crack. And now those cracks have become chasms. The walls they hid behind have crumbled, and they're left, standing in the rubble of their own foolishness. Their faces say it all. How could we have been so wrong? They wanted you to doubt yourself, to shrink to silence the voice inside that screamed the truth. But you didn't. While they clung to their comfortable lies, you carried the weight of knowing, the weight of seeing what they refused to see. And now the very truth they ignored has become their worst nightmare. You've made them look like fools, and they know. A guilty conscience is the heaviest burden of all. They're carrying that now, dragging it with every step. They can't sleep, can't think, can't escape the realization that you were always right. Imagine a lighthouse standing tall in the darkest storm. That's you. They sailed straight into the rocks, ignoring your warnings, calling your light unnecessary. Now they're drowning in their own stupidity, gasping for air, wishing they had listened. Their fear is palpable, because they know they can never undo their mistakes. The truth is here to stay, and it's staring them in the face like a predator, ready to pounce. There's nothing scarier than realizing the enemy you underestimated was watching your every move. That's you. They thought they were clever, that their lies and deceit would go unnoticed. But you saw it all. Every move. They made every snide remark, every effort to discredit you. It's all come back to haunt them. And now they're terrified because you were always 10 steps ahead, like a hunter in the shadows. You waited, and now they're caught in their own trap. Their discomfort is your proof. Their sleepless nights, their shaky hands, their inability to even meet your gaze. It's all the evidence you need. They can't run from it, they can't escape it. Their arrogance blinded them, but now their fear has made them see clearly. You've turned their world upside down, and there's no going back. The truth doesn't hurt. It obliterates. You've obliterated their lies, their false confidence, and their sense of control. They're powerless now, exposed for what they truly are, and you're the living proof that the chosen ones are untouchable, unstoppable, and undeniable. Let them squirm. Let them choke on their regret. The game is over, and you've already won. But here's the question. What happens when the chosen one stops playing by their rules? To you, the chosen one, thank you. Your presence and super gifts are the undeniable proof of your power and commitment to this journey. Your support isn't just fuel. It's the foundation of this unstoppable force. If you're ready to rise even higher, embrace your truth and shatter every lie they've clung to. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a bold 99 and your wish. The comments. This is your moment. Let's show them what chosen truly means. The eye that sees farther often sees alone. Being chosen is a gift, yes, but it's also a battlefield. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd. You were born to stand out, to rise above, to carry a light so bright it blinds those who aren't ready to see. But make no mistake, this gift comes with a cost. The divine protection that shields you also sets you apart, making you a target for the fearful, the insecure, and the blind. People don't reject you because you're wrong. They reject you because you threaten the fragile worlds they've built. Your presence, your insight, your truth, they're like a mirror held up to their carefully constructed delusions. And let's be real, no one likes to be confronted with their own weakness. They mock because it's easier than understanding. They laugh because it's safer than admitting you might just be right. People fear what they can't comprehend. They attack what they can't control. That's why their ridicule feels so personal. But here's the truth. Their laughter isn't confidence. It's a desperate attempt to drown out their own doubts. The louder they mock, the more terrified they are of the truth you represent. Think of a bird that flies higher than the rest. While others soar low, content with a limited view, you see the horizon, the bigger picture. But from below, they can't understand what you see. They only see you as different, unreachable, and that difference makes them uneasy. So they cling to their lies and label you crazy, hoping to justify their inability to rise to your level. But deep down, they know the truth. You're not crazy. You're chosen. And now the tables have turned. Time has revealed what you always knew. The illusions they clung to like lifelines have shattered, and they're left drowning in the consequences of their own ignorance. The truth has hit them like a thunderclap, loud and undeniable, shaking the ground beneath their feet. They can't laugh anymore. They can't mock. All they can do is stare at the wreckage of their own arrogance and ask themselves, how could I have been so blind? But it doesn't end there. Here is the part they'll never admit. A part of them always knew you were right. They felt it in the way your words lingered, the way your warnings gnawed at the edges of their minds. They fought so hard against you because they were really fighting against themselves. Every insult, every dismissal was just a way to silence the voice in their heads whispering, what if they're right? And now they're scrambling like clumsy actors in a play they can't control. They're piecing it all together, realizing the role they played in their own downfall. They feel exposed, embarrassed, like children caught in a lie. And you're the living reminder of their failure. They can't even look at you without feeling the weight of their own foolishness. When the truth finally dawns, it doesn't just illuminate, it burns. They're burning now, burning with regret, with shame, with the bitter taste of knowing they could have chosen differently but didn't. Their sleepless nights, their restless minds, their haunted thoughts. That's their punishment. They can't escape the truth they fought so hard to deny. It follows them everywhere, like a shadow they can't outrun. And here's the power of being chosen. While they're consumed by regret, you stand untouched, protected by the same divine force that set you apart in the first place. Their scorn didn't break you. Their laughter didn't silence you. Every insult, every doubt, every attempt to tear you down only made you stronger. You've proven that being chosen means walking through fire and coming out gold. The higher the calling, the greater the resistance. That's the truth of your journey. And now the resistance has crumbled. They can't fight anymore because the truth is too obvious, too overwhelming. All they can do is watch as you continue to rise, untouchable, unstoppable. So let them stew in their regret. Let their shame serve as the lesson they refused to learn when it mattered. You don't owe them forgiveness or explanations. You don't need to lower yourself to their level. Your path is clear, your purpose undeniable. The world has finally caught up to the truth you've carried all along. But don't let that slow you down. This is your time. You're not just ahead of them. You're light years ahead and they'll never catch up. The curse of being ahead of your time is also the blessing of being chosen. And no one, not the doubters, not the mockers, not the blind, can take that from you. If this resonated with you, it's time to amplify your voice. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a bold 99 and your wish in the comments. If you're ready to embrace your role as the chosen one, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your journey inspires theirs.